Hi guys, Carrie here with hangwithcarrie.com, and in this video I'm going to walk you through 10 questions to qualify your leads or your prospects for coaching. I know for me at the beginning when I had my first person reach out to me and ask me, what exactly can you show me how you make money online? What exactly do you do? It almost paralyzed me because I wasn't prepared. So being prepared is key in creating that coaching or that leadership role, because you're going to want to sound very confident and stay in control of the conversation. Even though you haven't had huge successes, you are in the position where you have a solution or you have some information. No matter how much it is, you have some information, and it's more than the person who's seeking it. So just keep that in your mind, maintain your posture, but more importantly, make sure that you're ready. These 10 questions that I'm going to walk you through, I suggest that you write them down, have them by your computer, and then therefore as soon as someone reaches out to you, that you're not floundering at all. You can take them very pointedly through some questions, some qualifying questions, to see exactly whether you guys are going to be a match. Is what they're looking for really what you have to offer? So I hope it helps. So the very first question I like to know is the basics. Tell me a little bit about yourself. In this question, you are trying to find their why. And I don't mean I just want to make extra money. I'm looking for something new to do. You want to find their deep, 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 passionate why. There's a saying that says, if your why makes you cry, then you've got it right. So you need to find or get them to dig really, really deep and find, why do they want to make more money? Do they want to stay home with their kids? Are they close to retirement and need some security? Are they wanting to retire their spouse? Whatever it is, we all have our own personal whys, and they're personal to ourselves, and it's very important that you find out about them so that you can use that information to help guide them towards their success. The next question is, what are you currently doing for work? You want to know what they are doing, and in this question you are looking for a problem. Basically, in attraction marketing or information education kind of thing, the whole premise is that we are trying to find a problem or a pain that someone is feeling and be able to offer a solution for them. Okay, so find out what they're currently doing for work. Find out if they like their job. Do they like what they're doing? A lot of us don't even like what we chose as a career, or what we found ourselves in as a career. Maybe we did in the beginning, but now we're just tired. You want to find out, are they just spinning on a hamster wheel? They get off, they're really nowhere ahead, and they know that there's something else out there. So try to find a problem. Have you done any marketing in the past? This could be either offline or online, and this is going to be a good starting point for you. If you know that they've had marketing experience in the past, regardless of what it is, you know that you are going to be able to skip some steps at the beginning. The foundational blocks, the building blocks of their marketing business is possibly laid down. You just maybe need to adjust their mindset necessarily. Now, on the flip side, if they have never had any marketing experience in the past, then you're going to probably have to start with square one. They're not going to understand the simple concepts of marketing to people and what that entails. So it's very important that you know whether they've had that experience or not. What has that been working for you? So basically with this question, okay, if they've had marketing experience, or they're in marketing but need to take it up a notch, or they're not finding success, you want to know what has been working for them, what hasn't been working for them. Again, you're looking for a problem. You're looking for a little hole in the piece of their puzzle or in their whole picture that you can help fill. If they are working in a corporate job, not necessarily anything related to marketing, how are they finding it? Going back up to that question, what are you currently doing for work? You want to know, are they satisfied in that job, in that role? So how or has that been working for you? Where do you see yourself in the next year, in the next 5 years, etc.? You don't want to extend this past 10 years. I would cap it at 10 years, especially in the beginning processes or in that first initial goal or vision setting, goal setting. Because if you start talking, where do you want to be in 25 years? And they have no clue exactly what this business is all about, it's going to be too far past reality for them. It's going to be way too ahead of time. So you want to keep it small increments of time. Where do you see yourself next year? If we go through this process, what is your vision of what your life is going to look like with success in this business? Okay, so what do you want to be when you grow up, basically? How did you come across my profile? And here you're gonna, again, you're looking for their problem. What were they searching for when they came across your profile? Did they come across your YouTube video training on how to recruit people? Did they find your Facebook profile in Robert Kiyosaki's webpage or fan page? What were they searching for? Because that's going to give you a very good indication on where their problem lies and hopefully offer you a starting point on offering solutions for them. Are you looking for part-time or full-time? This is very important at the beginning because not everybody is in a position to be able to quit a job and do this full-time at the beginning. Because at the beginning, I can tell you for sure that there's not a whole lot of money in it, right? You have to build up that income and it takes time. So how much time do they have to invest? And I want you to get specific with this, with them. Do you have 4 hours a day? Do you have 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 3 times a week? Do you have 2 hours a day, 7 days a week? What exactly are they willing to commit to time-wise in order to get their business up and running? And this will give you a clear indication on the process that you're going to set up for them, right? Because you're not going to give them a huge amount of tasks knowing that they only have an hour to work on it a day. If you only have an hour to work, you're going to give them some very focused money-making tips that they're going to be able to implement within an hour. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. How much are you wanting to earn and by when? This is going to weed out the tire kickers and the ones who are serious. What are they wanting to earn? And how long are they wanting to give it? Okay, what's the line in the sand that's drawn? I know for me, when I first started, I was laid off from my job back in April. And it was either, okay, I wanted to start something. I had been offline marketing, but I started kind of dabbling in the online marketing, fell in love with it because it's, oh my goodness, just reach out to me and I'll tell you why I love it. But because I could go on and on forever. But I had to make a line in the sand. I had to draw that line saying, okay, I want to replace my income within 6 months. So again, I have a number and I have a date by when I want to do it. Now, what if you get to that end and your prospect gets to the end and you haven't reached that goal? Well, then at that point they need to reset that goal. Okay, is it something that's really viable? Is it something that I'm really invested in? Is momentum growing? For me, I have not seen the monetary goal that I set, but I certainly have momentum building and I don't want to lose that traction and I can feel that it's just right around the corner. So for you, qualifying your prospect, you want to know what exactly they want to earn and by when. And another thing, how you're going to weed out the tire kickers is that, you know, oh, I want to earn a couple $100 extra a month, or you have the other end of the spectrum where, oh my goodness, yeah, I could replace, I want to make $10,000 a month in by next week. Well, you know that that's not realistic. So you know that, okay, listen, buddy, like, okay, we need to get a little bit more real. Okay, so hopefully that answer to the question that they're going to give you is going to clarify exactly what you have to work with. The whole dreaded question, that darn interview question that we hate so much, what are your strengths? I flounder and I hate this question because we, for the most part, as humble part of humanity, or humble people within our human being existence, we hate putting ourselves on a pedestal. We hate puffing ourselves up. But it's so important to know what someone's strength is, because you're not going to want to work on the weaknesses at the beginning. You want to get them working on their strengths. And for a good example is this. When I first started, I didn't really have direction. I saw everybody creating videos. So I thought, okay, great, I'm going to create videos. Well, my goodness, I hate seeing myself on camera. I hate listening to myself on camera, or I did hate it at the beginning. So a lot of the stuff that I did sat on my computer unused. So I wasted so much time working on a weakness when I could have utilized my strengths and gained momentum a lot faster and a lot sooner. So you want to find out where their strengths are. Are they good in front of the camera, or are they better behind the camera writing content, written content, like on a blog, or reaching out to people, or reaching people offline? It doesn't always have to be an online business that you're coaching for. So find their strengths, work on their strengths, get a well-oiled machine working, then you can start adding little challenges to try to stretch them and get them out of their comfort zone and offer those training on their weaknesses and getting them more diverse. And I hope that makes sense, but you really, really want to know what they're strong at. This may seem like a corny question, and you can use it, you can scrap it, whatever you want to do. I like knowing how committed someone is. And there's a couple ways to look at this. You can actually use this, first of all, again, to weed out the tire kickers. If someone's on the scale of 1 to 10 in commitment level and is only a 2 or a 3, you know that probably you're going to be wasting a lot of time. They're going to be sucking you dry of energy because really you want it more badly than they do. Right? If they're sitting 5, 6, 4, no, I'm not even going to go to the below 5, 5, 6, 7, you know that you have something to work with. Again, it's going to be something that you're going to have to reassess over time, right? Like you're either going to create momentum and create motivation in them, or they're going to really give up and drop off the wagon very, very quickly. So those are the people that you're going to really have to reassess. But if someone gives you an 8, 9, or 10, you know that they want success. And if they start falling back and not committing to the tasks or to the schedule that you guys set up together, you can then come back to them and say, you know what, when we first talked, you gave me an 8 on that commitment level. What happened? Like, do you still want it? Do you want it? Like, I know you want it because at the beginning you were so committed. You can use that to throw it back at them, to re-motivate them, hopefully. Okay, and I hope that makes sense. But you want to get a commitment level out of them. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is make sure that you keep a profile on all your new people. Now, in the beginning, when you only have 1 or 2 people on your team or a couple prospects that you're working with, it's going to be kind of easy to remember some details. But I tell you, once your team starts growing, you're going to forget those details. And people love it. Love it, love it, love it when you remember details about them. We love talking about ourselves. We love knowing that someone remembers those little tiny details that make, we get tickled pink. And I know that you know that that's true. And I hope you remember that. So I suggest a recipe card or a recipe box with little index cards on them. Keep your details on your people, and if you're going to be calling Mary, let's say, you have a call scheduled, you want to just check in on her, see how she's doing, if there's anything you can do to help, you're going to pull out her profile card and you're going to review it. You're going to get some of those details of your last conversation or something about her family so that you can actually ask her those details. How did that go? You know, last time we talked, you were having an appointment or you had a big event coming up. How did it go? You know, she's going to be blown away by the fact that you remember those details, and it's not always business, business, business that you're contacting her about. So I hope that makes or stresses the importance of keeping a profile on your people. People love to know that you are interested in them, not just in their money. So I hope that helps. Please, you can tweak these questions. You don't have to use them all. You can add to them as you go. You can delete some if it's not working for you. But it's a good starting point, because I tell you, when someone reaches out to you and asks you for help and you have nowhere to start, they're going to pick up on that. You know, we smell fear. So you want to be prepared. So write them down, keep them next to your computer, and hopefully this will help. Until next time, happy prospecting. Please, please, please reach out to me if you need any clarification or you need a more defined coaching process to be set up. I would love to work with you. My links are below the video and you can reach out to me, and I'd love to connect. Anyway, have a great day.